just needs to stick with Van der Mark and see if he's able to follow him through on Javi as well.
Yeah, Lowe's has been stuck behind Beraksi for some laps now since circuit. Alex Lowe's trying to stick with him. Lowe's is now only one position ahead of Jonathan Ray, who's only 0.4 of a second back. Here goes Van der Mark, so much more tail of Alex Lowe's on this final lap. Teammate on teammate battle for KRT pride. What little pride there is for KRT and the pair of them now will be passed by Dominic Egerter, and that shows you what Jonathan Ray's target was in this race. Make sure he beats his teammate.
He can't try and attack into T10, but you can see for Ray, we saw it with Van der Mark, we've seen it there with that move there as well. All he's thinking about is the
KRT pit boxes after this race because Jonathan Ray was excessively ambitious there in towards turn number 1, and he must recover here in the closing stages. The gap is nothing between the two of them. Back to the front of the field because Bautista is making 2023 unbeaten this season so far. Alvaro Bautista takes his and first Ducati victory for him, and the race to the line between the two KRT men for 9th position. Jonathan Ray just about holds on the final lap of 1 minute 33 flat and pulling well clear of Xavi Beraksi for a hard-earned 6th position. Great racing through the field as well.
Make it work from 13th on the grid to come away with a 7th place finish as well. So there are going to be some riders that are going to roll the dice on the X tomorrow.
We can't beat him at a circuit like this here in Mandalika. They're going to be wishing that every race could be staged at Donington Park, because apart from that,
Vieira, when you look further down the field, Vieira, his teammate, Iker Lecuona, he's 12th, and he's 3 or 4 seconds down.
Performance that was from Petrucci. Had to defend places in the early stages when it didn't look as though he really had the pace, but Sassani for it. Unfortunately for him, sluggish start off the line, and that left him with too much ground to recover by comparison to teammate Razgatliov.
Good start to the weekend, and for Locke, second on the grid, did what he had to do in the Super Pole session and backed it up at this one now.
Last season in 2022, the Yamahas have gone well here in race 1. It's just that they haven't gone quite as well as Alvaro Bautista.
Yeah, I feel the need to go with that tyre as well.
Yes, the only risk, of course, is that if it doesn't last the distance for him, he may. Times he says it's more difficult than he makes it look, but he made it look very easy there.
Yeah, he did exactly what he had to do, and when the operator, and then give yourself a chance to be able to scrap with it.
Well, he didn't do it the easy way, in inverted commas. We saw in the track guide at the beginning of the programme he was to make, and Bautista did it with aplomb. That was an excellent ride.
Yeah.
Bautista and Ducati. It's time then once again to hear the national anthem for your race. And Jonathan Ray with a desperate looking performance down in 9th position. Ducati's up in those top 5 places. This was supposed to be a Yamaha track, but they walked away with 2nd and 3rd in race 1, and best of the rest.